Welcome back to Football Kings. I'm Kingsley and I'm here with my brother Andrew. And today we're talking about strikers. Everybody is on the market for a powerful striker that can give them 20 plus goals a season. It's almost like if you're in a title race,
The
or
title
if
fights.
you're even if you're in any race for a trophy,
Hmm.
you almost have to have a target man or a false nine or
Yeah.
some sort of nine that can give you at least 15 plus goals.
Yes.
Else, you're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
Hence,
Big
the likes
time.
of Darwin Nunez and the rest are leaving. But let's talk about some of the hottest strikers right now. We're starting with the man himself, Victor Gyokeres. You look
Yeah.
at Gyokeres, the information that dropped on my plate from Fabrizio Romano is Gyokeres, there's a very
Yeah.
strong interest from Arsenal.
And that's because of I think Sesko, they are wasting time. Right? They
Who is
gave
with
the
like the club or
sporting
Sesko himself?
director, they gave him a timeline. Like, if you don't want to do this transfer, let us know.
But do you know what the biggest thing to me is?
What's that?
Why would Arsenal go for Benjamin Sesko over Victor Gyokeres?
That's what I'm saying. It makes no
You
sense.
have two players that have similarity in the number of appearances they had in the season.
Yeah.
Fair enough, maybe they might not play for the same league,
Yeah.
but Sesko 53 appearances, Gyokeres 57 appearances.
Yeah.
Gyokeres 63 goals, Sesko 26 goals.
That's true.
You're looking for a man that can give you 20 plus goals. You're looking for a player that is going to at least guarantee that when you go into games, at least you can get a goal. You can finish chances. And you're trying to enter a title race. Not only that, you're trying to win more trophies. You
Yeah.
cannot tell me that you're
You'll be
going for
going for
Sesko over
Sesko.
Gyokeres. Come on.
And that's the thing we've been saying, right?
Yeah.
Where why is Arsenal going for Sesko?
Why?
It makes absolutely no sense. Like, someone that scores 63 goals, you are desperate. To me, he's almost at the same level as Haaland. Go for him and be
Pretty
done.
much.
Go for
Pretty
him and be
much.
done. Right? Why are you beating around the bush, Sesko? Who the hell is Sesko?
That's a good. Who the hell is
Who the hell
Sesko?
is Sesko? When you have Gyokeres there, you have other people there that will do the job. You are calling Sesko. I can't even believe they are even entertaining Sesko. To
It's
be honest
surprising
with
to
you.
me. It's
Yeah.
extremely surprising to me because maybe there's something I'm not seeing. And to be fair, guys on the stream, like I have not really watched a lot of games of Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah.
I do not done the eye test. We've agreed on this live as we've been streaming the past couple of days that stats alone is not enough to
Fine.
determine how good a player
How good
is.
the player is. But there are some stats that when you see it, you say, oh, this player is what I
It's
want.
something.
You
It's
don't even need eye
something.
tests. When
Exactly.
you see when Haaland was scoring 50 something plus goals for
Yeah.
Dortmund, I don't
Mm-hmm.
even need to go and watch his game. He does in if we do eye tests, Haaland will not even
Mm-hmm.
pass. Because
Most
then he
likely.
wasn't even good with the ball as much as he's good now. His hold up play was not really
But is eye
flamboyant.
test even necessary for a striker? For a
That's
striker,
the
eye test is
question.
is completely unnecessary.
Necessary. It's true. You're
Left to
right.
me for
Because
a
what
striker, let's
matters,
say,
anyways, there are a lot of things coaches look for. Because now, if you have a striker with a good hold up play, what that means is that the ball can move forward.
and is that guarantee over putting the ball at the back of the net? Like, is that priority? I mean, would you
Yeah,
what
you're
about
right.
hold up play?
You're
Okay, you
right.
hold up play, but you don't score in the game.
An
Nunes does
example,
hold up play.
an example is you remember when Klopp was there. Klopp loved, what's his name? Firmino. He loved
Yeah.
Firmino, so Firmino wasn't getting a lot of goals.
But Klopp was playing with winger strikers.
Yeah, but the reason he loved Firmino is because that hold up play was so good. His movement off the ball was so good. And that helped
Mhm.
them progress. When they're attacking or anything, they're able to progress that ball and keep it going. Right? So that's it. But we'll see what happens, because Man U were really interested in Gyokeres. Feels that because of their coach and everything. But now Gyokeres did not say no to them. But the thing now is he's saying his camp is saying he's prioritizing a move to Arsenal first.
Mm-hmm.
If that move does not work, then he'll consider other options. And maybe that could be the reason for the silence. Because Arsenal are busy chasing Sesko. Gyokeres wants them.
Yeah.
Do you see? And other people are chasing Gyokeres.
Which other people? Because the
Are
only other person I
Sesko
know is
is
Manchester
Man U.
United. But which
Yeah, you
other
are
person
right.
is chasing Gyokeres?
You're right. I don't think Chelsea really had interest in him. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Right now, it
Yeah.
just feels like Arsenal and Manchester United are interested in Gyokeres, but it's almost like Arsenal are more in the running
Mm.
for Gyokeres, and then if that deal collapses, Manchester United enter into that
Enters
race
into the
now.
frame. Yeah,
So it's
you're
almost
right.
like Arsenal are more, they are more. I would say they are the priority. Like when you access or you sorry when you assess Gyokeres
Mm.
list of clubs that he wants to go to,
Mm.
Arsenal are like top of the list. And then
Yeah.
after Arsenal, then you can worry about United. But for a
United.
player
Yeah.
like Gyokeres, I actually don't want him to go to United. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't.
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
going to? Why are you? I know we have a lot of Manchester United fans on stream, but why are you going to United?
There's no even promise of like Champions
And
League
they are still
football.
rebuilding. You're not even sure of how that rebuild is going to go.
There's no guarantee
Yes, and you,
whatsoever
like you said, what's your usual statement on Manchester United?
that
They've
they're in
been
a transition year.
transition
Transition
years.
years. Yeah.
It's not transition team or whatever. It's transition years,
Mm-hmm.
right? Since when
Mm-hmm.
Sir Alex left in 2013 or so, they've been in transition. These 12 years now.
I just
There's no
personally feel. I
Yeah.
just personally feel this whole situation. Nah, nah,
I don't
not
think so.
United.
Yeah,
Like we need
just
to
go to
see you
Arsenal
across
and be
all
done.
competitions. We need
Yeah,
to see you in the Champions League. We need to
yeah,
see you in other competitions, not just Premier League, right? And I'm not saying that he will not go to United and then cook and then something will happen and then
yeah.
United get into more competitions.
No, but
But are you willing to take that gamble?
if the thing is, I said this, if United gets a proper
Mhm.
striker, and this coach Ruben Amorim is not a scam, then they finish top five.
Do you think it's a scam?
I don't know. I'm still unsure about him, but he seems pretty confident, right?
He seems pretty confident.
He's
Like
pretty confident in himself and what he can do, that sort of thing.
maybe pretty confident in his style of play,
We'll
right?
see. Time will
But
tell.
but I can understand like Gyokeres also going to United because
He knows
obviously
him.
Amorim,
Yes, was
that
his coach.
Amorim,
It's Amorim
Amorim
that really
Gyokeres
brought the best
connection.
out of him, right?
Yeah, so there's that bias, so he could go to
Yeah,
United.
yeah,
I just feel in the past couple years we've seen really great talents go to United. It
yeah,
just feels like their
yeah.
careers go there to die, and that's why I feel
No
like
one's career has gone well at
well,
United,
and I
right?
just feel like you're coming off an absolutely insane season.
Season. Yeah,
63 goals,
yeah,
39 goals in your league in 33 appearances, 63 in 57.
yeah.
Come on, this is an absolute insane season for him.
Okay.
I expected so much buzz around him, so many clubs to
To come
rush around
running.
him
Yeah, it
like
makes no
you
sense. Like,
know,
we've been saying it for the past 1 week that it
yes,
makes absolutely no sense. Nobody's going for
it
Gyokeres.
makes no sense that there's
And I
just
think
no buzz.
last week we mentioned that Arsenal should be going for Gyokeres,
Yeah, and
right?
finally they are going for him.
Going for
So
him.
we
So
we are, I'm definitely in that mindset of like, please choose us now, please
so
close
the
this deal.
the
But
big the big the big question I have for you.
mhm,
Let's say Arsenal closes the deal for Gyokeres, they get Gyokeres.
yeah,
What is the minimum expectation? Let's say he
G,
gets Gyokeres and he gets a left winger.
yeah, Nico
In my
Williams again.
opinion, that is a complete team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete team because they've shown up the midfield. Their goalie is right. The defense is complete, has been
Solid
complete.
defense is
You have
solid.
you have someone already that is a winger. You have
Yeah.
Zubimendi. You have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people,
Mm-hmm.
right? You go for that little man up front.
Yeah,
What is the minimum expectation for Ateta?
a trophy,
What do you mean a trophy? Carling Cup?
a trophy. It could be
Just
Carabao
any
Cup.
trophy.
It could be FA Cup. It could be a trophy. You cannot tell me you signed Gyokeres, you
And then you
signed a
go
left winger,
trophyless.
possibly Nico Williams, or
Yeah.
maybe you have Gabriel Martinelli. You have this complete team and you go trophyless and you finish second in the Prem. Absolutely not.
Okay. So the bare minimum is a trophy, regardless of what it may be.
To me, the bare
Yeah.
minimum is a trophy, regardless of what it will be, because
Mm.
this is a team. When you bring in
Yeah.
Gyokeres, we have a left winger. This is a team that deserves a trophy. I keep telling you, I've been saying this even before
Yeah. They
Gyokeres
decide.
comes,
Yeah.
even before this whole Gyokeres Arsenal thing. I've been saying it for a long time.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time. I've been saying it for a long time that Arteta and his team,
Mm.
the team he has, is a team that should be winning trophies. It's a trophy winning team.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
makes no sense that they will finish second,
Three
second
times.
again,
Three
trophyless
times. Three
three
times.
times.
Yeah.
These are players that at some point they will decline.
They would. And
A lot of them are
Odegaard.
young.
Odegaard has already started giving that sign.
A lot of them are young, getting into their
Yeah.
prime, or some of them are in
Yeah.
their prime. But this is not going to be the case forever. You
For
have a team like
everybody.
Chelsea that is quite young,
Yeah.
working their way up to that point. So I personally feel like if he's not winning a trophy in the next 2 seasons, it's a
2 seasons for
problem.
this season.
It's a
My
problem.
minimum expectation for him, minimum for him, is the Premier League.
Honestly speaking, it's in between, right? Has Arteta's time at Arsenal been a success or a failure? Honestly,
It's been
it's
a
in
failure.
between.
It's been a failure, if you
You
ask
think
me.
it's been a failure? I mean, he
It's
has
been
won a
a it's
trophy,
been
right?
a
He has won
it's
an
been
FA
a
Cup.
failure. It's been a failure because I won't, you know what, we will conclude after one more year. But this guy has been there since, was it 2019 or 2018? You can
Thereabout.
check it.
Yeah, you can check
2018,
it.
that's 7 years. In 7 years, he's only won one trophy in the first season, which was against Lampard. Right? So
Mhm.
since then, he's been finishing second, 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 second. And Arsenal fans will argue, we are building something, we're building something. Bro, Liverpool, when Klopp came to Liverpool, compare what Klopp did in 7 years.
Mhm.
That Liverpool team was dead for years. They had no, I don't think Liverpool had won anything for years. Right?
Mhm.
They had not won it. But what happened? Klopp said, give me time. Klopp didn't do anything in his first year. From 8, Liverpool was always finishing 8-7. I think I remember. He pushed them up, I think, to Champions League spot or something. I can't
Mhm.
remember quite
Mhm.
all right. But within two years, he was competing with Guardiola for trophy, for Premier League. Right? He missed
Arteta
out
joined
on
in
that.
2019.
You said?
Ateta joined 2019 as a
Okay, so
manager.
that's 7 years.
Mhm.
7. When was Club at the club at
Klopp.
Liverpool? You can check. So
Mhm.
now Klopp won so many. Even when he was chasing the title, he missed out on it. He still won a cup. Do you get? He won a cup. The second season, when he finished second again, what happened? He won the Champions League
Yeah.
in return. The
Mhm.
third season after that, what happened?
Mhm.
He won the Prem.
Prem. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
after that, he had a bad season, but he still
Mhm.
won Carling Cup and FA Cup in one season or so.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Was
Yeah. Yeah.
against Chelsea or so. He
Yeah.
won 2 trophies,
Yeah. Carabao
right?
Cup. Yeah.
Yes. So like that, and check how many trophies that club had over his time there. I think was there for 8 years or so.
2015 to 2024.
That's 9. But within 9 years, I'm thinking maybe he won like 7 trophies.
It was
Do
a
you get?
yeah.
Bagman is saying, say if they made the signing Newcastle made, he wins the title. Isaac, Bruno, Denali, Gordon, all walk into his team and win. Uh, like win the title. Anyway, with Isaac, Bruno in the middle, they had Declan Rice, right?
Okay, so you're looking at an Arteta that has been at
Tonali too
Arsenal
is
for
really
about
good.
7
Gordon
years.
is really good. So Bagman, are you blaming the type of signings Arteta has been making? That's the question.
It's
They
not
are
the
not.
type of signings. I actually don't even agree about the type of signings.
No,
I
because
think
Bagman is saying, is what he's saying is, he said if they made the signings Newcastle made, he wins the title.
I don't agree. Like when you look at Isaac, Bruno, Tonali,
And
Gordon,
the profile of these players are strong, fast. You see a certain profile with them.
what are you saying? Like, guy, look at Arsenal's team.
They are good
Look
too.
at
They are
Arsenal's
good.
team. Are you
Yeah.
like
They are good enough.
the only person on this list so far that can say yes they need at Arsenal is Isak. Arsenal don't
True.
need
They
Bruno. They
don't
don't
need
need
Bruno,
Tonali. They don't need Gordon.
Tonali, and Gordon
They don't
actually.
need those players. I
Maybe
still
they
feel like
need
Arsenal have
Gordon
the quality.
on the yeah, say yes, but Tonali and Bruno is better than Odegaard and Partey. True, true.
But
I agree
when
with
you look
that
at how
point.
they play, I
I
won't
agree
say
with
all
that
the way,
point.
bro. I won't say all the way terrible. The way like Partey is terrible. I won't say terrible. Yes, you could do better.
Partey
Yes, you
has
could
his
get.
good days.
Yes, Partey has maybe Partey
Yes,
is
but
inconsistent, but
yeah,
yeah,
but
Gordon is better
yes,
than Martinelli.
Gordon is far better than
Gordon is better
Martinelli.
than Martinelli, sure.
Martinelli is
But
crap,
Okay,
crap.
Gordon, Isak.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's not just about the signings. It's about how the team plays, right? Because you can have these players. They come into a team and the coach doesn't know how to use them. Eddie Howe knows how to use his players,
and Eddie Howe improves
and
players
Eddie Howe sets them up well.
properly. He has improved a lot of and to be fair, before Newcastle bought all these guys, Arsenal were in the market, and is why we're having this discussion again.
Mm-hmm.
Gyokeres is available, but you are choosing to go for Sesko. Do you get what I'm saying? It's this type of conversation that Bagman is bringing. You have that
Just like
profile.
going for Kai Havertz, just like why he went for
Yes,
for
exactly. It's
Sterling.
the
What
same
do you
thing
need those
Bagman is
players
saying.
for?
Like, why would you go for Kai Havertz? Right? For sure. If Harry
This
was the
one,
manager,
this one,
yes, they
I
will have the title.
absolutely agree. This
Yes.
one, if Eddie Howe was at Arsenal, he would definitely have won something.
Yes.
He would definitely
Yeah.
have won something.
You say Isaac is cheaper than Havertz. And that's the thing. Like,
Not right now, though.
why did you sign Havertz? What was the reason?
I feel like that signing was just poor.
It was a terrible signing,
There was
and
no
to be
need.
honest, I agree with Bagman. Like,
Mm.
Arteta, since he got some mouth in the club, I think he's been making some kind of terrible decisions. Maybe he's not the one that bought Havertz,
Mm-hmm.
right? But Havertz should not even come close to their team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Havertz even set them back. He's been
I
there
think
for
so.
how long? 10 years? Sorry, 10 years. 2 years. Havertz has
Mm-hmm.
been there for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
What has
He came with 2 full seasons, right? He has had 2 full
Yes,
seasons.
two
Yeah.
full seasons. What has he done? I feel like Havertz has even held them back. Like,
I
what
don't know
has he?
about holding them back.
No,
I don't
he
know
should
about
not
holding them
see.
back.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
See
think he has
something.
held them back, but
Okay, let me give you
Mbemo
an
is not a
example.
good addition.
Let me give you an example. He brought in Havertz. What was
Yeah.
the plan for Havertz? He started him as a midfielder,
Mm-hmm.
as one of the three.
I feel like he was coming as an attacking mid.
It didn't work. Do you get? Then he
Mm-hmm.
now starts to use him as a striker. I'm like, bro, is it that the last 3 years he spent in Chelsea, you never watched a game, or you never heard of his performance? Do you get what I'm saying? He was thinking of Stamford Bridge. We're just happy he left for the amount he left,
Mm-hmm.
right? So to me, if they got someone better,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Bagman. In place of Havertz, they will have a better chance of winning the title. Do you get?
I agree with the fact that
Yeah,
he should not have gone for Havertz. He should have gone for a decent 9. But you can look at
yeah.
Arteta and think, this is just his reasoning. I have Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus.
I just need a
I
10.
even forgot Jesus was in their team.
No, but
So
yeah,
we had
that
this
but in Arteta's head, he spent money to get Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus.
No, but think about it. In his head, he bought Jesus for Man. He brought Jesus, right? I
Mm.
have Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't need to really get another 9. I just need Jesus to be. Yeah, Jesus is dead. Yeah, but to be honest with you, he had Gabriel Jesus, and he felt like if I can just get him fit, I can get the most out of him. And I need.
Bagman, do you know that I even forgot that Jesus? You remember when we had this discussion 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago? I even forgot that Jesus was even an Arsenal player. I thought he's been sold to maybe
Yeah.
Santos or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could not even, like, he's still in their squad.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, I now even think of this. I wanted to say something now. Apart from Jesus, why on earth do you go for Sterling? Why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Why do you
Yeah,
go
I get
for
what you're
Sterling?
saying.
You compare Sterling going to Arsenal and you compare Sancho going to Chelsea, Sancho did more for us. He's not the
That
player
Sterling
we
never did.
yeah, he's not the player we want. Perfect. He has his good days, but there are games that Sancho turned up
Mm-hmm.
in the Conference League final. So many games that he gave us 3 points. I
Mm-hmm.
can count like 2 games that
Yeah.
he gave us 3 points. He
Yeah.
scored them 6 goals, but those goals were not just goals he scored.
Mm-hmm.
What did Sterling do for Arsenal? The only thing he's done for Arsenal is just to grow more hips for Arsenal current. Yes. The only thing, the last time I saw Sterling, he's grown more hips. Like, I don't get it. This 300K they are paying him. It's either he goes to even Saudi now will not even accept Sterling. So you brought Sterling. Sterling,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, set them back. Because I saw the performances Sterling when Sterling came on. Terrible. We didn't understand Maresca when Maresca just said, Sterling, please go. I don't need
Mm-hmm.
you. We didn't understand it. We say, oh, this man is stupid. But when I saw him play for Arteta and
Mm.
the hips he's added, I was like, bro, Maresca was onto something that we're not seeing. So
I
to
agree.
me,
Like there's so
yeah,
many players Arsenal could sign instead of Havertz. The list
yeah,
is endless. I agree. The signing that Arteta did, like bringing in Havertz, was completely useless. But I think I can also see the reasoning behind it. Of like, I get a Kai Havertz that can possibly play as a 10 and as a 9, and I can possibly improve this player.
bro, we've
I
tried
feel like
it
I feel
already.
like
It
Arteta
didn't
sometimes
work.
gets into this mindset of like, oh, I'm the coach that can improve players and get them
It,
to fit into the
it didn't
system.
work.
He's like he's a mini Pep. But then,
Push mini Pep. Do you know how many coaches Kai Havertz had in Chelsea?
yeah, but at the end of the day, I agree. If they had gotten themselves a 9 that can give them 20 plus goals, they could have actually competed with Liverpool and
Yeah,
even
exactly.
possibly be in that title race.
I like this comment from Bagman. He needs a bomb. He say if you want to sign Joao Pedro,
Mhm.
like there's so many players. Do you know that if Arteta is serious with his job, if I was to
Mhm.
advise him, Arteta, sit down. You are serious with your job. Gyokeres and Nico Williams, do
Mm.
those 2 deals, and let's be done. You have the Premier League in your pockets, except you don't want to win it. Are you telling me
If
that if you
Arteta
had
signs Gyokeres and Nico Williams, he wins the league.
done, if he doesn't win the league, he can never win it again. He should just pack his load and go back to Spain. Any team in Spain, maybe Espanyol or any team. Do you get? Have a, the funny
Mhm.
thing that pains me,
Mhm.
like, why is Arsenal always in the game of trying to collect Chelsea rejects and thinking they'll make them work?
Mhm.
They are going for Kepa again, 5 million. And I'm seeing on some Arsenal streams, oh, Kepa is a good buy, just for 5 million, XYZ. I was like, are you guys so retarded or what? Like, I don't get it. We wanted Kepa far from us, far. And you go
Mhm.
to take him as your second keeper.
He's trying to
Sanchez,
create competition to
Sanchez,
Raya,
I will
right?
tell you, Sanchez is a better second keeper than Kepa. Any day, anytime.
Mhm.
See,
And
Kepa. Do you know Kepa?
Kepa is not a short stopper.
No, any shot towards Kepa goes into the net.
Cause
Even in Bournemouth, I watch
was
him
it
in
not Kepa that
Bournemouth.
they scored goal of the season? You guys,
Was it
Mamouche.
Kepa?
It was against Kepa they scored goal of the season.
He can't. He won't dive. Just
Mamouche,
forget it.
Mamouche's goal was goal of the season, right? And it was
Forget.
against Kepa. Kepa was the one keeping.
Why won't he
It was
be
against
against Kepa?
Kepa.
So now he goes again. He feels like
He's
Kepa is a
extremely
good
good,
deal.
yeah.
And the funny thing about that Kepa signing, why
Mm-hmm.
I'm so scared for him is the moment he signs Kepa, how modern nature works. Raya will not get an injury around September.
Mm-hmm.
Then you now have to use Kepa. Then you now see Kepa for 6 weeks. Goals will be pumping in. I just pray I can play them around that time.
Yeah, but you're right. Like that signing,
Yes, it will be bad.
keeper, it just makes no. I would rather you even keep Ramsdale as your second keeper than
What are
Kepa.
you saying? Ramsey is far better than Kepa. Far
I would rather
better.
you even keep. Although Ramsdale makes a lot of silly mistakes, but I will still trust Ramsdale over Kepa. Ramsdale is just too nervous. He's always nervous. That nerve and lack of confidence is what
Hi,
destroyed him.
Dorcas. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Ramsdale could have even been a good second keeper than going to sign Kepa. But I don't know. We see what that signing, how that signing goes. But
Batman is saying we should give Arteta credit for his defense. Yes,
the defense,
defense
honestly speaking, not
solid.
just defense.
Even the
I
midfield, the
think
midfield
the
is
midfield
not
is
bad.
solid
Yes,
because look at he signed
Declan Rice is
Zubimendi,
good.
right? He signed
Merino is
Zubimendi,
good.
he
Merino
signed
is
Declan
also good.
Rice, he signed
Yeah,
Merino.
yeah.
Even a midfield
Mathys,
of just that three is even
yeah,
good. A midfield of Zubimendi,
yeah,
Merino, and Declan Rice. He plays a 4-3-3, has Zubimendi, Merino, Declan Rice in that midfield. That's a
is good.
strong midfield.
Yeah.
So you don't think Zubimendi is good? You don't think
Zubimendi
Zubimendi is
is
a good
good.
signing?
Bergman,
You don't think
Zubimendi is good.
Merino is a good signing? Come on. Merino is not
Zubimendi is
bad.
good.
Merino is good. Merino is a 10.
Merino is okay.
Okay.
He's okay. From his first season, he did okay.
I think Merino did okay. I think Merino is good.
Yes, he did okay. Do you
Yes,
get what
Zubi
I'm
is
saying?
good. Zubimendi is good. Merino is good. I think, yeah, Thomas Partey,
Yes,
like you guys
Merino
are
is slow for the
inconsistent.
Premier League.
But
Yeah,
Declan Rice, good. You have Odegaard. Odegaard, to be fair, Odegaard lost his form.
he lost his form
He
last
lost his form, but we know Odegaard, when Odegaard gets his form, you know, on his good day, he's good. He's creative, right? Then you look at Saka good, and then maybe he needs a winger because
He
Martinelli,
needs a left winger,
left winger,
Kingsley.
Martinelli no output. Martinelli no output. But then you now have like the 9, which now we're talking about Sesko or Gyokeres. You get Gyokeres and move on.
Anyways, do you know one thing? Regardless of who they sign, he said, but look at the price. Do you prefer Rice for 120 or Tonali is good, guy.
But you can't compare the two, bro.
Tonali is good.
You can't compare the you can't
Tonali
compare the like Rice is
defensively is good, and he's so creative.
but Rice is good,
I've watched a lot of Newcastle games.
guy.
I've watched a lot of Newcastle games, especially the season where we were trash. Before Maresca came, I was watching Newcastle just to pacify myself. Do you get what I'm saying? Tonali is good.
But Declan Rice is also really good.
Declan Rice is good, but he's talking about the amount, right?
But Tonali too, what of the betting charges and a lot of things
No,
came
but
with
those ones
Tonali.
are over.
It came with Tonali.
Yeah,
But you're right. Like Tonali,
the
would you say
price.
Tonali is more of a would you say Tonali is more of a box to it's also like a box to box, right? A
Tonali
defensive
is
mid. They are both the same profile, right?
defensively
Similar
he's
profile.
good. He can carry the ball. He's like an 8, I would say.
Last season he had what? He had eight goals last season.
How many
Anyway, you're not
assists?
really looking to him to score.
How
So
many assists?
like four assists.
No,
But
but the
Declan
work he
Rice,
does off the ball and on
but
the ball,
Declan Rice, 11 goals, 11 assists. Is
not bad.
he kind of I feel like personally for me,
Yeah,
Declan Rice offers so much to the attack. He
tack.
can carry the ball, he can score free kicks, he scores
Defensively too,
important,
he's good.
yeah, he scores important goals.
Okay,
He's good.
but the thing that Bagman is asking twice is he twice the price? Is he 2 times better than Tonali? No, he's not.
But there was no guarantee. I feel like there was no guarantee that Tonali was going to come to the Prem and do well. We've
You are
already
right.
agreed that
Yes,
to
yes.
sign a Premier League proven player is expensive,
It's expensive
right?
actually. Yeah,
How
and
much do you think?
English,
Like
English also.
West Ham will not leave Declan Rice go for 55M or
Never,
60M.
never.
Declan Rice was not going for anything less than 100M, bro.
Yeah,
Like he was not
yeah,
going for anything less than that.
yeah, yeah.
Declan Rice enters anybody's midfield,
Everybody's team.
even Man City. Man City
Every
wanted was
If they wanted Declan
Man
Rice, he
City wanted
rejected
Declan
them.
Rice. Arsenal
Yeah.
wanted Declan Rice. Declan Rice enters even Liverpool's midfield. Like he enters anybody's midfield. He's really good. He's really good. I mean, this current form of, to be fair, like I know these players are
Odegaard will
getting a
enter.
lot of
Do you know Odegaard will not enter my team?
this current form of Odegaard, yes. But we all know
Even
that
the last
Odegaard on
one,
his,
he won't.
let's be all you guys, come
Who is he
on.
benching?
Come on.
Who
Come
is he
on.
benching for Palmer?
Come on. You don't think Odegaard will enter your midfield?
He's not. Who is he benching? That's the question. Who? He's not benching Kompama. As is, he's not. He doesn't play.
Odegaard is a good player. I feel like you guys are like really.
He's not even. He said, but it's current from lasted 18 months.
Like his current form.
He's been bad for almost a year.
It's been bad for a year.
I won't say almost 8. He's been bad. Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
I thought it was just his injury. He went on and came back.
No,
He couldn't catch his
bro,
form. A year.
it's been like a light switch. On one game, oh go, oh the guy is back. Then switch 2 games is off. Then on one game, I'm like, bro, this off and on thing won't work. You need something consistent, right? I don't know. I don't know. Arsenal, I get tired of talking about
I absolutely think Odegaard enters Newcastle's midfield. Come on. So you don't think Odegaard is better than
no,
Joalinton?
with what they have, he won't enter their
Who
midfield.
is it? Joalinton. Odegaard is not better than Joalinton? You don't think who is Newcastle's 10? Who is Newcastle's
Who
10?
plays 10 for Newcastle?
No,
I don't think he enters
really?
Newcastle's team
You
because
don't think so?
I don't think so because they need
Odegaard
see.
in okay, let's say Odegaard, or let's say Odegaard in his inform and inform Odegaard is not better than
Oh,
an
we say
informed Joalinton.
we play to 8 and 6.
Oh, 2 8 and it's okay, fair. 2 8. So
Oh,
the eights are Joalinton and Tonali. Then the 6 is
Bruno.
Bruno Guimaraes, right?
Yeah.
Or is Bruno your 8? No, Bruno is
So
a 6,
Bruno is
right?
the 6.
Bruno is the 6, and then 2 box to box. Okay, fair.
If he
Fair.
was to bench some, but even if he was to bench someone, maybe Joalinton, but Joalinton brings strength to that midfield and running.
But Odegaard brings creativity to your attack.
Running.
Creativity.
Tonali brings creativity too.
What is creative about Joalinton?
No.
I'm talking about Bruno and Tonali are swapping 6 and 8. Okay. Because I see Bruno go forward
Sometimes goes
sometimes.
forward.
Sometimes
Okay,
drops. Depends. Okay, fair. But I strongly feel I can understand Tonali and Bruno. He doesn't bench. But you're telling me that Odegaard doesn't bench Joalinton?
Joalinton is creative.
Come on.
And he has strength.
Come on.
Maybe Joalinton.
At least.
But Joalinton gets ahead. Joalinton gets ahead of him.
He's just an animal.
Strength. That's what I'm saying. The strength.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Strength. Okay.
Strength. I told you. Like,
but
he has that
you guys are
power.
talking down on the Arsenal midfield. I still feel like Arsenal's midfield is not too bad. And I think that Arteta has really signed people to reinforce his midfield. I understand Merino is slow.
What Zubimendi does.
I understand Merino is slow, but I still feel like Merino is a player that can score and is intelligent, has good off the ball movement, right? If I pull up, I'm sure Merino scored. Well, he didn't score a lot of goals, but Merino is not too bad, right? Zubimendi not too bad.
So okay,
at the end of the day,
let me ask you: you have Zubimendi, you have Declan Rice, you have Partey, you have Merino. Who do you start as the 2 in midfield?
That's it.
Yeah, sits.
Honestly, Zubimendi and Declan Rice are your starters.
Thank you.
Partey is a good coming off the bench.
We'll come to shut down things later on.
Partey is we're already winning.
People are tired. Yeah,
exactly. People are tired. We're winning the game. Bring in Partey, right? Yeah. But Partey can also play as a right back, right? People are tired or somebody's injured. Partey come in, reinforce, right? Then you have Merino as the 10 or Odegaard as the 10, depending on who is playing better. There's competition right there, bro. Of course, Partey cannot start. Of course.
Of course, we just said, but yeah.
Yeah, if you want to win things, you cannot start Partey. Partey cannot start. Yeah. But as your 10, Merino as your 10 or Odegaard, whoever. The problem with Odegaard is I think Odegaard is a good system player. He just needs to catch that form. I'm telling you guys, like you set up the team where Odegaard is not too bad.
He's good.
Right? But you need that 9.
You know the funny thing, the person that could have even done a good job as a 10 is Havertz. Because Kai Havertz is, I don't know what happened to that guy. Right?
So Kai Havertz is behind the striker?
The striker, yes. Yes.
Know, man.
You say I like Merino. We had him. Yes, when he was younger.
Nice.
We had him at Newcastle when he was young. Was 21 then.
Yeah. I still think Merino is not too bad, bro. Like I still think Merino is not too bad. Like I mean, he's not exceptional, but he's not too bad either. That's what I'm thinking, bro. It's not too bad, right? You have Merino, is cool. Like I'm telling you, if you get Gyokeres, they don't win trophies, is a problem. They don't win a trophy next season, sack Arteta, bro. Saka.
He said, but Bagman said, boy,
You're only
you're
thinking
only
he had a
thinking he
good
had a
season
good season
because
because he
he
scored. Yeah,
scored when he was playing nine. He did not play well at all in CM first half of the season.
yeah, I agree with that.
That's true though. That's true. I guess I didn't watch. To be fair, Bagman, I didn't do a lot of the eye test with Arsenal. I didn't watch a lot of Merino.
I
But when
watch
I
a
started
lot.
watching Arsenal, it was when he started playing as a nine. And to me, I
It
felt
was
he
it
was
was
good.
good.
I felt he was good, right? But you're right. Like I didn't. Anyways, I didn't watch too much of their game. Starting. I guess when he was playing as a CM, but it's all good. I really want to see. I really want to see like how everything shapes up. He did,
Mm.
yeah, he did very good as a nine. He did very, very good as a nine. And that's why I keep saying that Merino is not too bad. But I really want to see how everything shapes up when they finally sign a striker. Because at that point in time, guys,
You
like,
can
bro,
judge
there's
Ateta
no
that.
excuse.
Yeah,
There's no
anymore.
Arsenal fans don't have any excuse for
Yeah,
Ateta. Ateta does
yeah.
not have any excuse. He
For
cannot come into
himself.
a game and say the ball was jumping some type of way, or the rain was falling, or snow was something. Are you okay,
The
bro?
ball was
You have
too
the nine.
bouncy.
No more
But
silly excuses. Oh, today they did not pump the ball well, or the ball they used was not good enough. No, cut
yeah,
that shit out, bro. Like
yeah,
now you have your nine.
yeah.
Bro, it's weird, bro. Like you keep giving these silly ass excuses. Like, bro, you have your nine. You should win a trophy.
Do you know one comment I saw from, I don't know what fan he is. He said whoever Ateta gets, I
Mhm.
want them. He's a fan of another club. I don't know the
Yeah.
club. He said whoever Ateta gets, I want them to get a striker and maybe a winger if they can, but a striker at least, and possibly Gyokeres. So Ateta has no hiding place.
Yes. No excuse.
He has no, because I feel like he keeps, initially when he left Pep on this stream, we say, oh, he's still the student, he still has this student like behavior. Then we saw him mature. Born for that.
Oh my days, bro. I know that weird ass team talk with the light bulb.
Oh my
It was something
god.
about yeah, you have to stay connected. You have to stay connected. If it's off and it's on, that was it. That's what you're talking about, bro, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to stay connected. If it's off and it's the light bulb, it's something. Bro, you were playing Anfield's chant and your team still lost.
He was playing Anfi's
You
chant.
don't remember the training session? I'm sure Bagman remembers the training session when Ateta was playing Anfield's chant with the crowd before their game at Anfield, before
Oh,
the
they
game
were
at
playing with the
Liverpool.
chants.
Yeah, he brought some speakers to the field. They were playing some Anfield chants, like the crowd were there. The team still lost. I can't, man. I can't deal with this guy, man. I
Chevy,
can't.
welcome. Chevy is saying
The
Arsenal get
Arsenal get
Osimhen
Osimhen
and
and
they
they
win the
win the
league. They
league.
get Gyokeres and they get second.
Nah, bro. Nah. I disagree,
No, I
bro.
think Gyokeres will do
I
something. No, Chevy.
disagree. I
My
disagree.
own point is, right? They should get the best striker, right?
Mhm.
So that Ateta has no place to hide. That's all I want. He say he's not an elite manager. Yeah, he has no place to hide. Because that's the thing, he's hiding under that. I have no.
At this point, I'm kind of confused now. Like,
Yeah,
can you really? Are we going to solely blame Arteta for this second, or do you partly blame the players? Because
I
Arteta had
blame
a
him.
season where he was like
No,
8 points ahead, and
yeah.
his players just kept on fumbling games.
He said he's doing things that he thinks elite managers do. Same like Brendan Rodgers.
Mm.
Yes. Chevy is
Yeah, that
saying,
target. Are you talking in terms of that target man? Right? That kind of like
Bagman, what do you think of Osimhen? Osimhen to us now.
that. Are you talking, Chevy? Are you talking about that target man? The fact that if they just get him, it's almost like they have their own version of Haaland, right? I don't like to say Osimhen is a version of Haaland because
Yeah, but
Osimhen is
you have someone
Osimhen,
that is there. He's
right?
just put the
Osimhen
ball
is
in back of the
Osimhen.
net.
He's
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
He's a solid striker. Like, and he can score. He's physical. Is that where you're coming from? It's trying to
Mm,
be Mourinho, bro.
wow.
So you guys in the chat don't think Ateta is a solid manager? You guys don't think he's good? Is this how everyone
Kingsley,
is feeling?
we will judge this last year that is coming. This year that is coming. When he signs that striker,
Yeah.
right? And he doesn't win the league. You said the minimum expectation is to win a trophy. No, that's not my minimum expectation. My
Mm-hmm.
minimum expectation is that he wins the league. If he doesn't win the league, he should go. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm
Mm-hmm.
wearing the Chelsea shirt. To be sad for him to win, for Arsenal to win the league. I don't want them to win anything, but it's getting really embarrassing.
At this point, they should just win it and move on, bro. Like
And yes, let's
it's
be
going to
done
the
of
point where
this
I'm just
story.
tired. Like
Yes,
I just won the league too. Right, Liverpool, we just won the
and you
league.
didn't have to go out and hide. Did you guys have a striker?
Oh my days! You really think so?
Ooh, that's
You
thumb
really
up
think
for
so?
that. That's good. Nice,
Wow!
nice, nice, nice,
You
nice.
really think it's the same thing?
Yeah, similar. Now that I think of it,
Wow!
this near success syndrome where
We're
is the
almost
best
there.
is the best thing we ever had. Is the best thing we ever had, but it's not just there. Probably, I think so. I agree
But
with this point.
it's also like, guys, think about this though. Like, how would Arsenal even bring themselves to a point of sacking a coach that is competitive? I feel like he has a competitive team.
And
He
get
always is just
someone
feeling
there.
like we're almost there. Like last season, you look at last season, they didn't lose, they lost like 4 games, same amount of games that Liverpool lost. The problem is they drew a lot of games, and that's what made them lose the title. So it's almost like if they had the 9 that can score a lot of goals,
Mm,
they could have possibly like been a stronger they would have possibly been competed for the title a lot more, right? You get what I mean? And you guys get where I'm going. But
yes, yes.
it's almost like this near syndrome too also works in his favor in a bit, because it's like, look at us, we got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Well, we finished second in the Premier League. Yes, we didn't win FA Cup. Yes, we didn't win Carabao, but that's not an important point of focus for us as a team,
Mm.
right? It's crazy. It's like when you watch a boxer doing a lot of feints, but you don't really know they don't really know why they're doing them. Bro.
He doesn't have basic understanding of the game of, of coaching.
Damn.
Oh, you know what? You know what I even think of now?
Damn. That's an interesting analogy. Say
Yeah,
the elite boxer will faint and then hit,
it's
but the
yeah,
Joker faints and does nothing. Yeah, it just feels like that, right? This
yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost, man.
Kingsley, I told you this thing. I said the
Mhm.
team Ateta has currently,
Yeah.
there are managers out there that will take this same thing and win the league with it.
Luis Enrique.
What are you
I don't
saying?
even think let's look at PSG, right? Because PSG, they're like a phenomenon.
What
They are
are
a
we saying?
phenomenon. Like, we need to analyze that team a
What are
lot
we
more,
saying?
because look at the guys. They don't really have a
Even
lot.
Eddie Howe. Eddie
They don't
Howe
really
will
have a
take
lot.
this
Like,
same
I know the
thing.
PSG, they have some ballers. I'm not gonna lie. Mendes is a baller. Hakimi, baller. Kvaratskhelia, baller. Ousmane Dembele, Ballon d'Or. You get what I'm saying? Vitinha, maestro. So it's
No,
kind of
but
a
that's what Bagman said from the beginning.
it's kind of a complete
He
team.
had the opportunity to sign certain profile of players,
But
and he went for another
but maybe
profile.
personally he felt like those guys don't fit his style of play of what he's trying to
Okay,
do, right?
we will see what he's trying
So
to do.
yeah, because of how
Yes, yes,
actually,
yeah, and we'll
Batman, you're
see.
a Newcastle fan, right? You've been
He's a
bigging up
Newcastle fan,
Newcastle all stream since the beginning of this stream. It's been Newcastle players. You got Jacob Murphy, guy.
and that's the truth. Someone like Jacob Murphy has improved like a lot.
Yeah.
Then you compare like Martinelli,
Mm-hmm.
Jacob. Maybe I'm
What's
wrong.
the problem with Martinelli? What's your biggest problem with Martinelli? I'm trying to
My
understand. Is it just
biggest
the
problem with
output?
Martinelli is that he's just an athlete. He's just a runner. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just takes the
So
ball
it's
and
the intelligence.
yes, he likes football intelligence. He
Okay.
just runs. I'm like, bro, it's not just about running. Where are you running to? Are you running 100 meters? What's this?
No output.
Yes, nothing.
My days. Okay.
That's it.
So,
Like
but are you in favor of sell Martinelli, keep Martinelli? You guys let us know in the chat. Do you
if
guys think Arsenal should keep Martinelli second winger in that left wing position
Martinelli
off
should
the
be coming
bench?
from the bench. He should be coming from the bench. Say, bro, if Martinelli improves in the same way Murphy and Gordon improve,
He's world class.
yes,
But
yes,
okay, you
exactly.
guys think about this though. You remember there was a time like Vinicius Junior was not really giving a lot of output,
At the
right?
start,
And it's almost
it was just a runner.
yeah, and it's almost like
And
Ancelotti
Yeah.
just revamped him into something
Even
else,
before
right? Is this
Ancelotti
a is this
also.
a is this a thing where another coach could come into Arsenal and
Mm.
all of a sudden Martinelli is just like, cooking and doing a lot of things. If you want to sell, there has to be a buyer who's going. So nobody will buy Martinelli. You don't think so?
Who is buying Martinelli?
How much should Martinelli go for?
Bro, at this point, maybe 25 million. I'm not buying Martinelli for more than
25
that.
mil for
Yes.
Martinelli.
Yes.
Is bro okay? Let me actually,
I
what? Let me
already
pull up
told
those
you.
stats. Is bro really bad like this?
I already told Kingsley. I already told you that Sancho was going for how much? 25. I'm not going to pay more than 30 for Martinelli. That's the honest truth.
Martinelli last season had 10 goals,
10 goals. How many assists?
5 assists.
Anyways, if you say you want
Oh,
Martinelli,
season before he had like 9 goals, same assist 5 in all competitions. He played like in 52 games.
52.
Damn.
So see that output. Let me even tell you the output so you know how bad it is.
Wow.
Maybe you don't know how bad it is. Let me just tell you. Just what this. I will bring up the.
Last season, Martinelli had 51 appearances and 15 GA. Damn.
That's 29% contribution to the team.
But as a winger,
29.
should you be having more assists, less goals?
Come on. What? Let's
Because
check
what's the
Saka.
expectation of a Premier League
Let's
winger?
check Saka. Put Saka's zone up.
Bukayo, okay, yeah, fair. Let's compare him with his teammate Bukayo
Yeah.
Saka. Damn, you guys don't
You
be
see, I guess Saliba, Gabriel, and Rice. That's all.
ask. Saka played 41 games. Damn,
Mhm.
you're right.
What was
Saka
just
played 41 games,
yeah?
12 goals, 13 assists. By the way, Saka went on injury.
Yes. 41
So
games, right?
41 games, he
Mm.
had what? 12 goals, 13 assists. That's
Do you
like
know what his
25
output
GA.
is?
What?
61%.
You guys
60%
are right, man.
GA
Martinelli's ass.
contribution. That's
Martinelli's
what I'm
ass,
saying.
bro.
Martinelli will not even Tottenham might not even take Martinelli. Tottenham
Come
Hotspurs.
on. Tottenham won't take
Yes.
Martinelli.
Yes. They are signing Mathys already.
They've signed him, right? It's
They've
deal
signed
done,
him for
right?
50 million. Mathys goes through the left hand side, and they
Yeah.
have their striker Shulanke through the middle.
Yeah.
Is it better than Mathys?
And Brennan Johnson on the right wing. That's
He's
a
not
that's a
better than
solid team for
Tel. He's
Thomas
not better
Frank,
than
though.
Tel.
That's a solid team for Thomas Frank, actually.
Maybe a team like maybe
Decent.
Brentford. Brentford
Mm.
can do it like Martinelli.
Or go to a Crystal Palace like Edin Ketia.
Kingsley, you need a bomb for that, please. Is he making it at Crystal Palace? He's not making it at
We're
Crystal
throwing
Palace.
ideas, bro. I'm throwing out ideas.
This is a brainstorming session.
We're brainstorming on where to go.
That man say Nketiah is washed.
Bro, I saw in Ketia. I'm like, bro, you're still in the league? I was so surprised.
He's not coming from the bench. He's
I'm
coming
like,
from the
bro,
bench
in
in
Crystal
Crystal
Palace.
Palace.
I thought you were supposed to be like a starter. I guess he cannot bench Mateta.
No.
I guess
If
there's
it's
nobody's
live,
benching Mateta.
you can't think of that.
I was surprised. I'm like, bro, you're really coming off the bench at Crystal
It's
Palace,
bad now, bro. It's bad. It's
bro.
bad. It's
Damn,
bad.
that's crazy, bro.
Wow.
That's crazy. Damn.
I heard Ekitike. Man U is going for Ekitike. Man U, I
This
don't be-
this Ekiteke thing, I think is
tired.
just a PR scam.
You think so? To raise the
You
price.
guys, I think it's a PR. His agent is a fraud.
Yeah, I think so.
His agent is a fraud because all of a sudden Arsenal wants Ekiteke. Oh no, Arsenal don't want Liverpool wants Ekiteke.
Ekitike.
Ah,
Yeah.
man, you want Ekiteke.
Chelsea wants Ekitike.
Something is
They
fishy.
are trying to jack up the price.
Something is, you guys are trying to raise the, before you know it,
Price.
and a team gets come and sign Ekiteke, and Ekiteke, we don't know if he's going to do well or if he's going to flop. Everybody's now comparing him. He's an Isak style player.
Isak.
He's a this, he's a that. Like, what is with this Ekiteke thing, bro? Like, is this guy who
And he
who actually
see
wants to sign Ekiteke?
any player that's Chevy has said this thing before. Any player that's done just one season, season wonder, don't trust them.
Yeah,
Don't. Don't. An example is Nicholas Jackson. Don't trust them.
bro.
Don't trust them.
You guys have led there. You guys have led. Damn.
So that's
Let's
it.
talk about Liverpool. Robertson possibly going to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Now that what's his name, Milos Kerkez, I hope I got his first name right.
Yes, it's
It's
coming. Yeah.
this is coming to
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should Robertson be going to Atletico?
That's the, I asked you this question, like, who would
Mm.
you sell? Would you sell what's the other guy's name? His debutant.
Simicas.
Will you sell Simikas? Simikas is younger. He's younger. There's
Yeah, bro.
less
Yeah, he's
mistakes.
washed, but honestly, bro, like
Yeah.
you
So
know
Robertson
that.
is better off going to Atletico because they don't play very expansive football. He can
Mm.
defend.
Oh, so he can just defend,
He
no need to
can't really
run up and.
run.
So
He's
okay, what is wait, wait,
legs.
let's what's washed about Robertson? Is it the pace? He
He
just
doesn't
can't
have
track back.
pace. He doesn't have pace again.
I just feel
Definitely.
like this season he just made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? He made a lot of mistakes. I don't know if he just like lost form and it's a
And
thing
those
where he might pick
mistakes,
up
if you
form
see,
again.
those mistakes are in transition.
Yeah, going back.
Yeah.
You're right, you're right, you're right. Is that
The
pace?
mistake is in the transition,
Is that pace, bro?
right?
Bro has lost his
So
legs.
yeah, so that's the thing.
Bro has lost his
So
legs.
the transition, the pace is not there, and he feels like, I don't know, it's just a bit weird now that he
Yeah,
doesn't have that running power anymore. So I think it's better for him to go than Simikas, in my opinion.
yeah, I
Right?
guess. Man, it's going to be sad to see Robertson go. We're losing our left and our right. Damn. Our right back, Real Madrid, our left back, Atletico. Wow. It just feels like an era is coming to an end. Bro, you always made mistakes, but you had the legs to recover. Now, no.
Do you know that he's like Aspilicueta when we had Aspilicueta?
I see what you're saying. That's
Yes,
it.
as Aspi, when he
Yeah.
still had those legs to run,
You could still recover.
yes, he
Yeah.
always recovered. But
Yeah.
when he became an aged man, we just like, Aspi, please, we value you as our
Damn.
captain legend, but
Adam is going to
please,
join
it's
Aspilicueta
time
at
to go.
Atletico.
He went to Atletico. Please, it's time to just go. We beg you.
But
Everybody loved
Aspilicueta is
Aspi.
leaving, right? He's leaving Atletico, right? You guys, you know that, right?
I think so, maybe.
I heard rumors that well, news rumor he's leaving Atletico.
Where is he going to?
I don't know actually.
Oh, Aspi
I
is
felt
really
like I
good.
knew before, and
Really good.
I can't remember. Yeah, you guys have really good. You guys, man, big Bagman, you've been hyping. Have you guys noticed on stream? Bagman has been hyping you, man.
And you know,
Just for the love
they
you have
bought
for your
Hall
club,
from Chelsea.
coming up to our stream to big up your players. I give you a bomb, bro.
They
Like what? You've been hyping your players almost all stream, bro. Like talking about how great your team is. We like to see that. We like to see that. We like to see fans bigging up their players. But honestly,
And
if you
the funny
Mhm.
thing, now that I think of it, you see,
Yeah,
the season before, I think Eddie Howe got to the final of Carling Cup. Was it Eddie Howe? I remember
this season that just ended,
he won the Carling Cup,
he won Carabao Cup. Yeah,
Carabao Cup. The
yeah.
season before he got to the final, or the season before that,
No, no.
he's
Season
gotten to
before
the
that was
final.
last season. That was Klopp's last season. So
Who did he
Klopp
beat in the final? Was it
was
Eddie
Chelsea.
Howe?
Carabao, it was you guys, bro. He said, and we need a backup in CM. Bro, he said, bro, we need backups, Isak, right wing, center back, and we need a backup. But Bagman, tell me which guys will you guys go for? Who will you go for to reinforce? If Newcastle should sign players in those positions, which players do you think you guys should go for? And we need are you guys going to watch Club World Cup? Inter Miami should be down 2-0. Bro, you see, I made a
Let me
video about this Club World Cup. You guys, listen. This Club World Cup has no PR. I know the FIFA president or who where UEFA
no,
president or whoever went
they
on
just
speed.
started now.
He went on speed stream
Yeah,
and tried to show the Club World Cup
0
trophy
0.
in a bid to like push the
Yeah.
Club World Cup. But bro, like this Club World Cup, I just feel like there's no buzz around it. Like I don't feel, or maybe it's just me, I don't feel any buzz, any hype. Man, it's crazy. African AFTV, love it. We appreciate you, man. Hans, appreciate you for that comment. Yes, bro, how it took us to the final and lost to United. Then this season we beat Liverpool, but it was FA, right? It was FA Cup. I don't think it was Carabao Cup. It was
No, it
FA
was
Cup, right?
Carabao Cup. It was.
Last season.
No, the season United won Carabao Cup. You remember when Eric Ten Hag won Carabao Cup? It was against
And how did
Newcastle. It was against
it was
Newcastle two
maybe
years ago.
yeah, well, okay, then that was after okay,
Yes,
2 years ago.
two
Okay,
years
okay, okay,
ago. So
okay,
that's
okay,
what I'm saying.
okay,
Like
okay.
2 years
We were
ago, he
talking
got
about
to the
clubs last season, my
yes,
bad.
he got to the final. He could not win. Now he won it, right?
He said, I would like Joao Pedro, maybe Tomori, Gendozi, also Elanga, depending on the price. But Elanga is not bad though. Elanga is actually not too bad. Elanga coming to Newcastle, you guys might actually do well in the
He will
Champions
cook.
League, right?
He will cook.
What do you
Yeah,
think? What do you think? Elanga at Newcastle
he will cook. I think he will cook at
is actually
Newcastle.
not too bad. It's actually
Yeah,
not too bad in my opinion. I actually don't think it's bad. I
he will
actually don't
cook
think
at
it's bad. That's crazy.
Newcastle.
I think that pace.
Hmm.
Imagine
I have
Elanga,
I
Anthony
have a
Gordon.
theory. I
What's your
started to
theory?
think of this from last week.
Yeah,
It's about Ateta and Newcastle, right?
yeah,
I have a feeling. No, no. Let me just put it. It might happen or it might not happen. If
yeah.
Ateta gets a striker and a winger, he doesn't win the league. He goes. Do you get? I have this sneaky feeling that they might want someone like Eddie Howe to come in to become Arsenal's manager. Yeah.
Can you say that again? Sorry, I was distracted. Say it again.
So what I said was, I said I have the feeling that
Yeah,
Ateta goes this season. They buy that striker and that
yeah.
winger. He doesn't win anything. He's sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Then they
Then
go
who
and
comes in?
bring in. Bagman is scared. Then they go and bring in Eddie Howe to replace him at Arsenal. Bagman is he's
He
scared. He
said,
say,
"Bro,
bro,
stop."
stop.
Eddie Howe goes
Eddie
nowhere.
goes nowhere. No, but Eddie Howe is really a good manager.
But Bagman, okay, I know you're a
I
diehard
remember
Newcastle fan.
Kingsley. Remember when I told you that
Mm.
Sir Alex in 20, I can't remember the year. Was it
Yeah, I
2014?
remember you told me that he said Eddie Howe is one to
Yeah, is
watch
that
or something like
everyone
that.
should watch out for Eddie Howe, this young man. I think then,
Wow, you think so?
yeah,
England goes to be England's manager.
yeah,
Wow.
he's really good. Eddie Howe is
He
good.
actually could. He actually, you know what? You deserve it, bro. I have to give it to you. You've been all day, bro. You've been doing a lot on this stream, man. Your comments have been good. Your comments have been good. But think about this, bro. Eddie Howe as England's manager, I think it might be a good idea. I absolutely think it might be a good idea. You don't think so?
I don't know. Like, I just feel
Yeah,
Eddie
he's
Howe
the
should
best
remain
English
with
manager
club.
by miles. I
He should
absolutely
remain
think
with
so.
club for now. Yeah, he's the best England manager. I agree with that, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no one better than him, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Chevy.
Of course, of course, of course. For people that give good comments, Chevy, you've been lacking on this stream. You've been quiet, bro. We've not heard anything from you. No takes.
You know when
No,
Chevy
nothing.
starts. When
What have
Chevy
you been saying
starts, we
all
will not
stream, bro?
leave here.
You've not been giving any takes all stream, bro. Like you've not been giving any takes, bro. But honestly speaking, Club World Cup, I don't know.
SSB mentioned Club World Cup.
I don't know. Club World Cup, I don't
We'll
know. I'm,
watch it
I'm,
after the
I'm going
stream.
to follow it because
I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to follow it
Obviously.
because I have to. Like I have to. I just want to be for the bands, man. And also, you remember June 20. You guys, June 20. Chelsea.
Please don't remind them.
You lose
Please.
to Flamengo, bro. All season, bro. You're not leaving that down. All season. You lose to Flamengo,
I'll be cooked for
bro.
life.
But anyways, what are your final thoughts, bro? What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I just feel like I think everyone wants Ateta to just go for a striker. Let's be done. We're tired of the noise.
Yeah.
We are tired of the noise, right?
Mhm.
He should get the striker wherever it is. If it's Sesko, if it's Gyokeres, we don't care. Get your striker and be done.
Yeah.
Get a right winger too. So you are not blaming anything. Your
Yeah.
team is complete. Then after that, there is no excuse for finishing second.
Yeah.
You have to win the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Yeah.
That's my minimum for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's final thoughts from. And for Club World Cup, we'll see
Yeah.
what Inter Miami does first game.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, my final thoughts, I think Arteta, come on. cut out all those Sesko, rubbish, bro. Go for Gyokeres. I
Mm.
personally feel championship experience, given the season is coming off of, it feels like there's a momentum. It feels like he's going to do
Yeah.
a lot. Get him. Let's see how he works. I don't have the expectation that you win the EPL, but I have an expectation that you win a trophy. Let the Arsenal team get used to that momentum of, or Arsenal fans get used to that momentum of their team always winning something, right? It doesn't have to be EPL. Something, win something. You get what I'm saying? That is my final thoughts. And as for the Club World Cup, I said it.
Mm.
I made a TikTok video. I was telling you guys on TikTok. I just don't feel like the PR around this Club World Cup is there. There's just no, that feeling you get when the World Cup is around, or some Champions League or something is around. Like,
Nah, that
oh my
buzz is
days.
not
I don't know
there.
if it's because I don't know, man. If your team is not in the Club World Cup, it just feels like, why am I
It's
watching
just
it?
it's just like, when the World Cup was coming, there was that
There
you
was
can't
that
wait for the
buzz. I
first
don't
game.
feel that
Yeah,
buzz. Maybe it's
yeah.
just me.
We'll
It just
see.
I just man, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let me go watch the game. But you guys, big ups to you guys. Bagman, I appreciate you. That Newcastle love. Man, you deserve a bomb before I get out of the stream, bro. You be supporting Newcastle. Oh man, you're a diehard fan. We like to see that. But you guys, don't forget, we go live every day. AB,
Every
what's up,
day.
bro? We go live every day, 6 p.m. CST. We appreciate you guys for always joining our lives. We appreciate you, AB, Chevy, Bagman, everybody, Hans,
SSB
everybody new on the stream. We go live 6 p.m.
and
every
someone.
single day.
Yeah,
Every
Dorcas.
single
Yeah.
day. Remember, June 20, Chelsea Flamengo. We have a powerful stream coming up, you guys. June 20.
For
My brother
enemies
got
that want me to
challenged
lose.
by some Flamengo fans where they said Chelsea is a small team and they're going to beat Chelsea. So we're coming back powerful stream that day. You guys come back June 20 in your numbers, bro. And get us to 3K. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Get us to that 3K mark, bro. We appreciate you guys for joining as always. SSB, I'm about to jump off this stream and go watch that game, bro. What do you
Ah,
mean, Messi? What do you mean,
Messi is
Messi?
getting
What do you mean Inter Miami is crap?
Oh my days. I think we should go
Damn.
and
Bro,
watch
we need to
that
hop
game.
off the stream and go watch Club World Cup, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Messi is not cooking in that game. Anyway, he's some people's goats. But anyways,
Yeah.
you guys, I appreciate you guys. We see you guys tomorrow. You
See
guys,
you.
take care.
Bye bye.